Hello, how are
Yeah,
you?
essential. If y'all start getting it in, man, I'm finna mute up and listen to you. What's going on, Malaka? Malak?
Hi. I think you just asked for a verse where it says that Jewish and Christians are our brothers. So I have my translated Quran here. I just want to read it to you and then leave.
Okay.
So it's in Surah, but literally in like the first 10 pages of the Quran, and it says, "Those who believe and those who follow the Jewish scriptures and the Christians and the Sabians, any who believe in Allah and the last day and work righteousness shall receive their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve." And that's it. And if you read more, it actually says a lot more about them. I just think this book right here literally didn't cost more than $20. So if you want to get on here and hate, I'd suggest you read it before you go and spread hate, especially since you're on TikTok and there's 200 people watching, and it's like really sad. Like, I don't hate Christians or have anything against them, but like, you guys need to learn how to just be respectful and be nice. That's
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
And if you just educate yourself a little bit more, you can be like a much better person.
Can you teach me?
So
Can I do some classes with you?
Life, why
you
you
can
doing
just
this, man?
Can you teach me, Malak,
teach you what? How to be a better person?
how to be knowledgeable in Islam?
You just have to read the translated Quran. It's not much.
So I can read the Quran and just get the understanding myself?
Yeah, that's it. You can read the Bible, you can read whatever you want. If you want to argue about something, you should at least read about it. That's what I think.
I read it and it said we're the worst of all creatures.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
Can you tell
read
me where it
that.
said that? I can open it.
Yeah. Go to verse 98, 6.
Okay.
Chapter 98, verse 6. I need a teacher. You aren't trying to teach me Quran?
I'm on verse 96, but it doesn't say anything like that.
Chapter 98, verse 6. You killing that gum, man.
Do you have the name of the surah?
I'll give it to you once you chew the gum with your mouth closed.
Can you say the verse again?
Yeah, chapter 98. Is your Quran in all Arabic? It's Albania. You about to cook, Logic?
No, I'll let you know.
Alright, let me know.
I'm muting, you'll be able to see.
Alright. So the chapter is Albania, Malak. Albania, I think. Or yeah, Albania.
Hyena.
Oh, Bain.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Oh, Albania.
Albayina.
Maybe this dude on his website will read it if I click it.
Bayina.
Malak, where you at? She probably read it. She probably just playing dumb. She probably finna drop off in a minute. She knows she read it.
Kafaru. If you off the screen, Malak, and you're reading, we can't hear you, by the way. الذين كفروا.
Alladina kafaru.
Kafaru.
Alladina kafaru. What that
Hey,
mean?
that sounds pretty close, that life. That was. I almost got hypnotized like Brother Study with that one, bro. الذين كفروا لم يكوني
Lam yakunin kasara. I forgot. Dang.
كفروا الذين لم يكوني الذين
Yam lekunin alladina kafaru.
Bruh.
Okay, did you get it?
If you read
Albaina.
88:1, which is literally just a few verses before it, it says that it's talking about polytheists.
It says the disbelievers from the people of the book and the polytheists.
Are you a Christian? Just asking. Are you a Christian?
Are you gonna disregard the verse? You disregard what it
I'm
said?
asking you if you're a Christian, just quickly.
Here we go,
Do you
playing
believe in the
leapfrog.
Bible? So in the Bible, it doesn't say.
I said it calls us.
So the Bible doesn't call anyone else non-believers and tell them they're gonna burn in hell too.
What are you talking about?
You guys are like all the Christians in the chat. You're saying that this one verse is bad because they're saying people it's literally religion.
No, what I'm saying is that you. So I don't have a problem with my Bible condemning you. The problem is you guys Muslims like to throw smoke screens and act like their Quran is just all peas and candy. Or what is it? What's the word? What's that word? What is it? Something in candy.
And Christians don't.
Peaches and cream.
There you go.
I'm not indoctrinated, by the way.
I ain't that old word.
Wait, what are we laughing about?
You talking about rainbows and gumdrops.
Peas and candy. Nah, peaches and cream. Y'all be trying to act like the Quran just all peaches and cream. Allah said what he said. I'm not mad at it. If that's how he feel about us, then that's how he feel. But don't come trying to say we are brothers when he say we the worst of all creatures.
But it literally says in the... Bro, you do realize that it literally says those who believe in the Quran and those who follow the Jewish scriptures, Christians, and the Sabaeans, who believe in the last day and work righteousness shall receive their reward with their Lord, and them shall be no fear.
Yeah, we don't believe in the Quran though, so we the worst of all creatures.
It says believe in the Quran and those who follow Jewish and Christian scriptures. So it's obviously not talking about you.
It is talking about me. I'm a disbeliever. I don't believe in the Quran.
It literally says the Quran and Christian scriptures. Jesus is literally mentioned in the Quran, and so is Moses.
It says, indeed, those who disbelieve from the people of the book and the polytheists will be in the fire of hell to stay there. They are the worst of all beings. Bro, just accept it. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. My Bible. Listen,
I don't think you're
Malak,
in this live to have a conversation. I think
Malak,
you're just...
I
No,
am.
it's okay. It's okay. You believe what you believe. I just think that
Malak,
if you're
I don't
just
think
going
you're able
be
to
saying
follow.
anyways,
I don't think you're able to follow a conversation. I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with your Quran saying that. But
I
what I'm
don't
saying
have a
is
problem
don't come.
either.
Okay, but I'm just
So
telling
what's
you.
the point of this live?
I'm telling you, don't come up here claiming that we are disbelievers. We disbelieve in the Quran. So don't say to us that we're your brothers because we disbelieve in the Quran. That's what I'm trying to just warn you on. Yes, I don't have a problem with your Quran saying what it says because my Bible condemns disbelievers and naysayers as well. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so what's the issue?
Yeah,
I got a problem.
I don't think
And
she
the
can
issue
follow.
for you is a Muslim saying that
I don't think you
they're
can
your
follow the
brother?
conversation. Yeah, I don't think you're following the conversation.
And you're not explaining it to me properly.
Before I continue, how old are you?
I'm 19.
All right, Life. What was the first thing she came up and said?
We
I
are
said,
your
okay,
brothers.
you said that you wanted a verse where it said that Jewish people and Christians are your brothers, so I just came up and read it to you.
1 second. Let me talk to Life really quick. What's the first thing that she came up and said?
Well, hey guys, I can
Okay, so
actually
before I joined, you guys said give me a Quran, like a verse in the Quran that said Jewish and Christian people are your brothers. So I said I want to come up and read it to you, and that's it. I didn't ask to be involved in some other conversation. Or you're weird, like you apparently have no issue with
Did you
the Quran.
Did you accuse us of hate?
No, look at your chat. Look at your chat. Is this not like a fucking hellhole for hate?
No, it's not.
watch your language, and we don't control the chat.
I don't care. You're literally...
This is a place for the truth to be let out, and for your people to be open up to the truth.
Okay.
So
And the truth is
that Jesus is the only way to salvation, my sister.
okay.
Not Muhammad, not the Quran, not Not any of that.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
in
what
Islam.
you think, and that's what you believe. And unfortunately, there's 7 billion people in the world, and everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe. If you believe that, that's fine.
It's not
But you
fine.
have to.
We care enough about you to tell you that belief is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I can say that to you too, and you will call me a hater. You will say that I'm
I wouldn't.
forcing stuff on you.
You didn't hear him. We have no problem with you disagreeing with us. I would not call you a hater for telling me that my belief is wrong. That's not you hating. You have your opinion. And so what we do is we invite the discussion. We can talk about our disagreement and come to the truth. So I'm saying,
so the
which is
truth
that
is, so you want to fight with me, you respect me, you don't want to force anything on me, but at the end of this conversation, you want me to agree with you that Jesus is the truth.
yeah, of course. I want you to.
Not you accepting.
I want you to accept the truth. That's all. If you and it's on you if you do or not. You know, I can't force it on you, but be open to the conversation about it. You know,
I'm open to the but you're not. You're not open to the conversation. So what's the point? Why do I have to be open when you're not?
What are you talking about? I'm right here. I'm talking to you, right?
Because I'm reading the stuff to you, and I'm telling you, like, it literally in the Quran, you guys, like, we believe in Jesus, we believe in Moses. They both came before us. If there wasn't a Christianity, there wouldn't be Islam. Without the Bible, there would be no Quran. Without the Torah, there would be no Bible. That's literally how Abrahamic religions work.
Okay, so you have somewhat of a point here that there is a consistency when it comes to the prophets, right? That the next prophet backs up the one that came before him, right? And they're all message it coincides. See, this is something that we can come to agreement on, and we can work from here. So with this foundation that we set, now the question is, what did the prophets teach? And does Muhammad line up with what the prophets brought?
Yes.
That's the question. And of course you say yes, right? So, okay. So now let's talk about it, okay? When we compare what Muhammad brought with what Jesus, Abraham, Moses, Jacob, Daniel, Hosea, Isaiah, all the other prophets, what they taught, can we see if it matches? Now, this is what we need to see, okay? So, guys, would you guys like to continue this conversation and come from this angle? Because we found something we can work with.
Let's play ball.
So take it from here. I can't, lead this conversation as much as I would love to, but go ahead, guys.
Got you. So Malak, so what would be your response to what he just said?
What is the question?
Repeat it one more time, Logic.
So since we agree that there's consistency with the prophets, the important question is to evaluate whether or not Muhammad's message lines up with the previous prophets, the message of the previous prophets. You said yes, and this is something that we are going to dive into, to see if that's the case, right? So that's what we're going to do. Does Muhammad's message line up with the previous prophets? She already said yes. So now it's really on us to show if we disagree and why.
Let's do it. Okay, so Malak, are you here? Or you see you went on pause. You here?
I'm here.
Okay. Would you say adultery is a sin?
I mean, if it's in the Quran and in the Bible, then yeah, that's what sin is.
Okay, are you educated on what adultery is?
Yeah.
Okay, what is adultery?
It's not just like sex before marriage.
No, that's fornication. Adultery is intercourse with someone who you're not married with. So a married person having intercourse with someone who they're not married to.
So what I said.
No, that's not what you said. But okay, so a married person having intercourse with someone who they're not married with, that's adultery. Do we agree? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be considered a sin. So here we see in your Quran and your Sunnah that Allah is allowing adultery. So if you go to 4:24 in your Quran for me really quick, that's chapter 4, verses 24. in your Quran? Malak, I can't hear you when you're off the screen, Malak. She probably getting pointers.
I'm looking at what you just told me to read.
Okay. All right. Chapter 4, verses 24.
You got Rocco trying to request up life.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Absolutely not.
Wherever he been at, he need to go on here and stay where you at, man.
Go back to Clubhouse, man. Go and cook on
It doesn't
Clubhouse.
say anything about that. Can you read it? The line that where you think it says that?
Yes, 424.
I'm reading it, but I'm not getting what you're saying.
Sure, no
It's just
problem.
saying that you have to give the women you marry her due dowry.
Okay, so did you see where it gives an exception? What does it give an exception for? Where you why are you flipping the page? It's right there. It's the same verse. Balak, are you doing other stuff?
I'm reading.
Yeah, why are you not reading it out loud?
Because you have to read it from, the verses before and after.
Yeah, you can read those out loud too. That's fine. Here, I'll just read it because I'll just read it. I don't know what you're doing. So 424 says this: also forbidden are married women, except female Christians, female captives in your possession. See, all married women except female captives in your possession. Okay? So, if having intercourse outside of your marriage is a sin, well, then why is your religion allowing adultery here in this verse? He's given an exception for married women that you can have intercourse with. And, once you say that it doesn't mean that they can have intercourse with them, I will show you that it does. We're going to go into the hadith, and we're going to go into explanations from muftis.
It's literally.
I can't hear you when you keep going off pause, Malak. You got to stop doing that. Malak, you gotta try to get it together a little bit. Well, I'm trying to we gotta build a conversation.
Because I'm reading it. I'm also Googling. Not Googling, but there's an app on my phone. And if I go to the app, I won't pick up my voice.
Do you have another device?
That's what I'm doing. 1 second. Okay, so in Islam, right, we have this thing called tafsir. Tafsir literally means understanding or translation because Arabic is a very deep language and it's not easily translated. So if you look up the verse specifically and you just put what you just said, 224 tafsir, and it will say
424.
except those, 124, except those whom your right hands possess. Except those whom you acquired through war, for you allowed such women after making sure they are not pregnant. You're right. Sure. And then Imam Ahmed recorded that Abu Sa'id al-Khudri said, we captured some women from the area of Autas who were already married. We disliked having sexual relations with them because they already had husbands. So we asked the Prophet about this matter and this ayah was revealed.
Yeah, you're proving my point.
Okay.
I know that's adultery. You just proved my point. Yeah, adultery is allowed in your religion.
Okay.
So that's a sin. You just said that Muhammad aligns with the previous prophets. The previous prophets taught adultery was wrong.
But how is it a sin if it's allowed?
We're saying your God allows sin. That would make him not God. And that would also make Muhammad a false prophet because he's not aligning with the previous prophets. The previous prophets taught against adultery. The 10 Commandments that was revealed to Muhammad literally condemns adultery.
Revealed to Moses.
Oh, I said Muhammad. The Wow, slip of the tongue is crazy because in my head I heard Moses. I heard Moses in my head. That's crazy how that worked. Yeah, but the Ten Commandments that was revealed to Moses literally condemns adultery.
There's the gospel. Jesus says, even if you look at a woman with lust, you've already committed adultery with her in your heart. Just looking at her with lust, you commit adultery, Jesus says. So, both Jesus in the gospel, Moses in the Torah, they condemn adultery. You know, it's all wrong.
So what do you think,
Okay.
Malak?
Nothing.
What do you say? What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Yeah, man, we're asking you, what do you think about it? Are you okay with your God allowing sin?
It's not a sin though, because it's allowed.
So if Allah said it's okay for you to steal from people whenever you feel like taking it, you be okay
And
with that?
what verse is that?
I'm saying if Allah says you can steal from people whenever you feel like taking their stuff, will you say that's okay because He said it's okay?
Can you give me the verse?
You gotta go. Thanks, Malak, for coming up. Appreciate it. God bless you. Dude, why can't they ever do they do that on purpose? Word.
They just act dumb.
Yeah, they do that on purpose, man. I said if. Show me the verse.